What's up, Warrior Babes? Nikki here. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having an awesome morning so far. And I'm stoked, as always, to be here with you guys and do our Saturday Warrior Babe Revolution rally call. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Guys, go to the Facebook group right now. Leave a comment for all of the other babes in the group and let them know that this call is starting and they don't want to miss this topic at all today. It's another fire one. It's one of my favorite ones that I love to talk about. I actually talked about it 2 weeks ago, and I didn't record it, and I was so mad at myself. But I'm going to talk about it today again, and it's being recorded this time. So go to the group right now. Let them know that we're getting started with this call and that it's going to be another fire topic. And it's going to help you guys tremendously because it's like one of my favorites. So if you guys are new to Warrior Babe and you are new to this rally call, we do these every single Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys mark your calendars and you guys set your alarms. You don't want to miss out on these. This is loaded with so much motivation for you guys to remember and see your goals moving forward and to get some motivation lit up for this week moving forward too. So really quick before we do start, I just want to run through some quick updates with you guys all. The blast off emails, which I talk about every single week. For any of you guys that are new, make sure you go through those blast off emails. They are so important because coming into something new can be extremely overwhelming, right? Like everybody gets started on something new. They're so excited, but as soon as they see all the content, they're like, oh my God, what do I do first, right? That's why I built out an 11-day blast off email sequence for you guys to be a part of so that you're only completing one task per day so you don't feel overwhelmed, because I don't want you guys to give up after 2 weeks. Okay, so make sure you guys go through those blast off emails. They're so important. Now, questions. Don't be the person, guys, that asks questions that can be answered inside of the application, right? So take the time to search there and listen to everything that I'm sharing with you. If the question that you guys are seeking is not being answered inside of the application, then that's why I built out the frequently asked questions page, which is an entire platform with all of our most frequent asked questions. If then the question that you are looking for is not answered in those two spots, then definitely head to the Facebook group and ask the other fellow Warrior Babes, and also tag Kate, which anybody who's new, Kate Holly is our community manager inside of that Facebook group, and she's more than happy to be there, help you guys with any questions that you guys have. She's been a Warrior Babe for 2 years now and has had tremendous success and wants the same success for you guys too. So me and Kate are here. So if you guys had any questions, specifically tag us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you. And I can't stress how important progress pictures are. I know you guys have probably heard me over the past couple of weeks say this. The progress pictures are so important because even though you don't want to take them now, you're not happy with where you're at, well, that's the whole reason why you need to take them. Because in like in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, you're working towards the after selfie, right? So when you put those two back to back, you're going to be like, holy shit, my body is completely changed, right? So those progress pictures are so important. And not only are they important for you, but they're important for everybody else that's inside of the group. So I highly recommend that you guys share your progress pictures with everybody so everybody can see, your journey that you're on, and you can motivate and inspire everybody inside that group. That's what the group is there for, right? It's a community where we're all on the same path together. We're a team working together towards the same goals, and we're there to inspire and motivate each other. It's a safe place. Like, I just need to say that loud and clear. That Facebook group is a safe place for everybody. Now, really quick before we do get started too, is the updates inside of the application. So the updates that have been made is the new 100 plus recipes that are now in the breakfast. It's a breakfast, it's snack, it's lunch, it's pre-workout, and it's dinner. There's 20 different recipes inside of those guys, which equivalent to 100 different recipes for every single meal that you guys could be eating, right? And they're broken down into macronutrients too as well. So that's new inside of the app. Make sure that you guys check that out. It's underneath the Warrior Babe Meals. And then we're still in the same workout program that gets updated the last Friday of the month. Okay, so the last Friday of every single month, a new workout program opens up inside the application. All right, I think those are pretty much all of the updates that I wanted to talk with you guys about so we can get started on our call today. None of you babes let everybody know inside the Facebook group that we're starting? Come on! All right, no, really, this topic is like one of my favorite topics to talk about. Again, this topic is what I talked about 2 weeks ago, and I didn't record it. And I'm so bummed I didn't record it because I got a lot of feedback from you guys inside the group saying that you guys will love the topic that we talked about. So if anybody missed it, we're going to talk about it today. And if anybody heard it, you guys are just going to get wound up with some more of the same motivational push that we're going to talk about. So, again, I love this topic. It's helped me tremendously develop the self-discipline that I have within myself just with these 5 strategies that I'm going to share with you. So today's topic is the top 5 strategies to develop self-discipline. Okay, and I get asked every single day, like, Nikki, how are you so motivated? How can you do this every single day? How do you plan out your meals every single day? How do you hit your macros every single day? And guys, it's not just about diet and exercise. I don't know how many times I've stressed this before, right? Like, that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to getting to your fitness goals. Those are just the bare minimum tactics. That's it, the basic tactics, diet and exercise. But what it comes down to is the bottom of the iceberg that nobody sees. That's where the hard discipline comes into play. That's where the success happens. That's where the mindset shifts take place. Like, that's where you have to show up every single day for yourself. And the way to do that is to develop self-discipline, right? So the first one that I want to talk to you guys about is resisting impulses. That's the first strategy with self-discipline. Resist impulses. So resist all urges to eat, drink, snacks when you know that you shouldn't, or grab a treat when you know it's not cheat day, right? How many of us have those kind of have urges to do that when we know we shouldn't? We all have those impulses, like, oh, I just feel like a snack, or I just feel like a drink, or I feel like, ooh, chocolate, right? Or I feel like checking in on this group on social media, or checking my posts, or checking my comments, or checking my emails. You guys have to learn how to resist those impulses, and I'm going to show you how in just a second. Or like, you see how many people liked your posts. Just, you got to resist it. Or I feel like resist. Just keep practicing. You have to keep practicing resistance. And then what happens is you have that thought and that impulse, but instead of immediately reacting, you'll actually catch yourself and you'll be like, nope, not today, right? So like, you could be sitting on the couch and you could be like, oh, I'm going to check my email right now. But it's just like an impulse. Like, it's just something to make the time go faster, right? And then you find yourself in like this loop and you're on social media for like 10 minutes. You're like, what the hell, right? It's funny. Like, people have trained these loops in their minds so well. Like, I'm sure you guys have done this. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. But when you guys unlock your phone, like, they just immediately go to Facebook or social media. Like, people have a specific app routine. They open Instagram, then they open their email, then they open Facebook in the same exact order every single time. I'm guilty of this. Like, how many of you guys are guilty of that? Right? Have you just unlocked your phone, and then because you're either bored or you're just making the time go faster, you literally open up your phone and you go to Instagram, then Facebook, then your mail, right? And you may not even notice that you're doing this. It's just like automatic. And then you arrive there and you don't even know how you got there, right? And so, like, and then you realize like 5-10 minutes have passed and you're like, what the fuck did I just do? I just literally just sat on my phone for no reason. It's just like, and you're mindlessly scrolling through everything. And it's because your body is moving automatically without even passing consciously through your mind what you're doing. That's how strong these impulses are, right? So when you practice this more, you're going to unlock your phone and you might be like, you have this thought to go to social media, but you're like, no, Like, that's not what I'm doing. It's not what I'm here to do. And then you're controlling yourself. And it's not just, you're not your impulses. Like, you are controlling yourself. Now, the same thing applies to snacking and eating chocolate, right? Like, how many of you guys walk into the kitchen, or used to, walk into the kitchen at night, and you open up a cabinet, and next thing you know, you have M&M's stuffing down your face. Or next thing you know, like, you're eating cookies. Or next thing you know, you're eating chocolate, right? Like, how many of you guys have done that? And you're like, what the, how did I end up here? Right? It's because your body's moving automatically. Your body's in control. Like, but you have to have your mind control these type of impulses. And you need to embrace the resistance, right, that you're going to face, and recognize that these actions aren't going to help you. Right? From there, once you guys can realize that, like, it's going to be tough at first. You're going to sit on your phone, you're going to open up the app, and you'll be like, oh, but I want to so bad. Right? And same goes with food, but I want to so bad. But you have to resist and embrace that resistance, and then recognize how if you do that action, if you cave, if you give in to the temptations and the impulses, those actions aren't going to serve you. They're not going to help you. Like, it's just going to, it's like you're going to take 2 steps forward and then 5 steps back. Right? From there, once you realize that, once you embrace the resistance and recognize how those actions aren't going to help you, from there, you are in control. All right, so that's the first one, is resisting impulses. So important. Like, once you can get control over and identify these, which you just have to keep practicing. It's not going to be like an overnight freaking thing. Like, Nikki, like, I can't do it, but, I just talked about this yesterday, and I tried it, but I couldn't do it. I had to cave. Like, it's not going to freaking happen overnight. Like, the society that we live in is so messed up. We live in a microwave society. We expect everything to be a quick fix. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. And I just have to be realistically and blunt with you and just be honest, because you guys deserve to hear the truth. So you just have to keep practicing it. Right? So, like, if you mess up, you're going to fail forward. It's okay. You're going to fail. Expect to fail. But don't beat yourself up over it. Right? Learn from it. If you can learn from your failures, that's how you get stronger. Okay? Now, the second one is loving pain. Okay? So, most people avoid pain. Not the pain of, like, I don't mean like breaking a leg. Like, I mean the pain of physical exertion. Like, when your heart is racing so fast, your muscles are so tired and sore, and you're dripping sweat inside the gym. Yeah, guys, most people avoid this, and I have the perfect example. And I don't care if she's on this right now. I don't care if, like, she hears this moving forward. It's my mom. But, like, this is a perfect example. My mom tells me all the time how much she hates to sweat. And I'm just like, how do you expect to grow? How do you expect to experience this pain that's going to make you a better person, or that's going to make you grow these kind of muscles that you want, right? Or even for her, she runs marathons. How the hell are you not going to sweat in a marathon? But she freaking hates it. And this is the result. Is that when you guys don't experience this pain, you don't experience your heart rate racing, you don't experience that your muscles are tired or sore, you don't experience this whole dripping sweat, a lot of people use the excuse of saying that they don't feel challenged enough. But what I just mentioned is the only way you are going to build a strong body, by learning how to love pain. If you're not sweating at the end of your workout, if you're not tired, if you're not sore the next day, you need to challenge yourself more. And you need to love and embrace being sore. You need to love pain. Embrace the sweat, because when this is happening, you're actually creating a challenge for your body that it's not used to. Right? So I don't mean that you have to like you should be crippled and you need a wheelchair afterwards. What I mean is, like, this pain that you're experiencing, it's only temporary. But the results that you gain from that are absolutely tremendous. So, for example, the way that I like to step it up in the game, and the strategy that I use to work hard, and how I've gotten to where I am today, is to take my mind to the darkest alleys, like the darkest experiences in my life. And just to be completely vulnerable and completely transparent with you guys, my upbringing was not easy. So I channel those pain points to generate the warrior that's inside of me. The warrior, and I push that type of warrior mentality inside the gym. I push myself in each of my sets, in every single rep. I challenge through the dark energy to see the light of my pain. Like, how many of you guys, you like say that the gym is like your therapy, right? Or the gym is like your sanctuary, or you go there to relieve all of your stresses. This is the perfect opportunity for whatever, like if you had a bad day at work, your kids are driving you nuts, your husband is pissing you off. Instead of taking it out on your kids, instead of taking it out on your husband, this is where you go into the gym. You channel in those darkest points where you just want to like rip their head off, right? And you channel into that. And that's how you see the light of your pain and you see the love of the struggles that you deal with every day. This is where you are going to learn to love the pain that you deal with, because the pain that you deal with on a daily basis is only helping you to be a better person. How are you going to handle that situation next? And exercise helps you get out of that feeling like you need to explode because you're going to explode in the gym, and helps you embrace those situations even better. And that's where you're going to grow to become a stronger person mentally and physically, is when you learn to don't hate, the pain. Don't hate like feeling like shit. Don't hate being sore. Don't hate being tired. Don't hate getting in arguments. Like, love it, and then see how you can make it different for yourself, right? So love the struggle and go and take it out in the gym. I know I've heard that millions of times that people say it's just my sanctuary, and that's where I go to like relieve all my stress. So that's the second one, is to love pain. Now, sleep is the third one. And guys, sleep, this is honestly like one of the most important ones out of all of the 5. Sleep is self-discipline. So making sure to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day is self-discipline. You do not want to waver from this. It is really, truly one of the best tests to see how disciplined that you are. Now, to make sure that you go to bed and you wake up at the same time every day, you really have to police yourself. Like, you are the destiny of your fate, right? Like, you are the creator of your life. Everything that you do, everything that you do for yourself is action, and then it comes back into feedback, and then you make different, actions based off of that. I talked about this last week. But you have to wake up with your alarm and actually do it, not hit the snooze button. Like, how many of you guys are guilty of that? I know I am. But you have to wake up with your alarm and not actually snooze it. Like, before I used to not hit the snooze button, I would get my phone and just run out into my kitchen, right? Like, I would just run out to my kitchen. I would do a lap in my kitchen. I don't give a shit if I pissed off my neighbors. But it helped me get awake, right? So you have to wake up with it. You don't hit the snooze button. Like, and then you really have to get yourself to go to bed. Even if you're in the middle of watching a movie or reading a good book, whatever, you just have to do it. You just have to say, 9 o'clock, that's it, I'm going to bed. And this also, guys, sleep. If you guys can get your sleep cycles down, this helps your body and your chemicals stay balanced. Because if you're going to bed and waking up at the same time, your body learns this. So it spikes dopamine and it spikes melatonin. And it spikes like cortisol and all these different chemicals at different times, so that you can get sleepy at the right time, and you can get fired up at the right time, and go to and work out at the right time, right? And your digestion system also learns when it's going to get food and how it's going to best digest, right? So, like, if you start screwing with this, like, how I'm sure you guys, the people that get up in the morning, like, you have just a set routine. Like, your body wakes up and it spikes that dopamine at the right time, like, consistently on a daily basis. If those people wake up at 4 a.m. and go to the gym at 5, you're in a routine. You can go to bed at 9. Like, at 4 a.m., at 5 a.m., you're spiking your dopamine. At 9 o'clock, you're spiking your melatonin, because your body recognizes it, because you're in a routine. But if you start screwing with this, then you start throwing the chemicals in your body completely off track. You're going to spike cortisol and not be able to fall asleep. You're going to spike melatonin in the morning and feel like a zombie walking into work, right? And then this plays havoc on your body. If you don't start getting strict with your sleep cycle, everything's going to be fucking wacky. You don't want that. I can't stress this discipline strategy enough. Like, sleep, this is the most important one of the 5 that I'm going to teach you guys today. At least one of the top 5. They're all really good. But sleep is so important, or you're also just going to mess with your chemicals inside of your body, and everything's going to spike at different times. So that's the third one. The fourth one is gratitude. And it's always looking like, so, and guys, this one's really important too as well. So gratitude. Guys, always looking to the future can cause fear and anxiety and stress. Like, I talked about this on, I think, like the very, very first rally call that we did, right? You want to detach yourself from that like future that you are, the person you're trying to become. Like, you want to detach yourself away from it where you have a good, healthy relationship of it. Like, I don't mean completely detached, but you don't want to keep looking at the future because it's going to cause more fear and anxiety and stress. Because you need to practice gratitude daily to balance yourself. Because if you're constantly looking out into the future and you're never grateful for anything you've got, you start to get anxious and your mind starts to worry. Like, how many of you guys have done this? Like, I'm not where I want to be. Right? Or I'm not seeing results fast enough. Yet in reality, right now, in the moment, you really are, but you're too hooked on how things should be and not grateful for what you've accomplished so far. Right? So, like, where you are right now, you've probably accomplished so much up to this point. How many people have lost like 50 pounds? And then you're now working on the next stage of your journey, right? You've accomplished so much, but just because you're not in the future yet and you don't have the body that you have right now, you're still making progress because every single day you're showing up for yourself. And every single day leads into you getting to your goals that you want. But right now you have to be grateful for where you are right now, because if you keep running in your head, oh, I'm not where I should be, I'm not seeing the results fast enough, you're going to create this anxiety and stress over where you think you should be. But really, in the moment, you're creating the results all you need right now, right? You have to be grateful for that. So you need to make sure that you do gratitude as well with all of the other strategies that I've mentioned. You guys should want things in the future. You should think out into the future, but you should also be grateful for the things you've got right now. So again, it stems off from that detachment that I talked about in the first rally call. And if you guys didn't listen to that, go into the app and listen to that first rally call that we did. I think it was March 9th. Listen to that one again. Or maybe it was before that. But anyway, the first one that's in there. Detach yourself from the outcome and love where you are right now. You should be grateful that each day you guys are given the ability to work out. And you have the option of eating healthy food, right? Not many people can do that, but you guys can. So be grateful for that. A little exercise that you guys can do every day to work on this gratitude muscle is to start writing 5 things that you're grateful for in your journey. So instead of focusing on lack during your day, instead of focusing on where you think like you're not happy where you are or you're not happy with what your body looks like, instead of focusing on that lack, because lack attracts more lack, you need to start off your day in gratitude. And when you do this, you will attract more things to be grateful for. So if you write down, I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for, Jesus, even your kids. I'm grateful for my husband. Like, you'll look at things in a different perspective than if you look at things like, oh, my God, my kids didn't clean up their room. Oh, my God, my husband didn't take out the trash, or he didn't clean up after his mess in the kitchen, right? Like, that's just more lack. You're just introducing more lack into your world. So you just want to be grateful for where you are no matter what in this moment. And the more grateful for you that you are, this triggers your mindset to look at more things to be grateful for. And that's the fourth one. Now, the last and final one, which is another very important one, if I had to rank these in order, I don't know, they're all really good. These are the best ways to develop self-discipline for yourself. The fifth one is relentless persistence. So, meaning, this is how I got so far and so ahead. It's planning your days and months for your nutrition and your workouts ahead of time. And you need to stick with it. And you need to say no to everything else that does not serve you. Guys, saying no is the most powerful boundary-setting exercise that you can do for yourself. Say no to what does not serve you, and you will welcome more opportunities into your world of which does serve you, of what do serve you, right? Like, there's been so many times when I worked in the ER, and all the doctors would bring fucking pizza and soda and shit like that in the middle of the workday for lunch. And I'm standing there on the side eating my meals, eating my planned meals. And they're like, Nikki, aren't you going to have pizza? I'm like, no. And you know what? A half an hour later, I'm the one buzzing around the ER, chatting up with my patients, and loving life because I'm high off the energy with the healthy food that I put in my body. And I'm not sitting on the fucking computers like all of the other nurses who are just like slouching and just like feeling gross. Okay. You guys hear me now. Anyway, so relentless persistence. What I was saying is you guys have to say no to yourself. Now I'm questioning if I've even been on this entire time. Can you guys hear me? I can't even understand if you guys can hear me, though, because I have everybody on mute. Okay. I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Anyway, that relentless persistence. So saying no, like, yeah, I really was feeling groggy and gross because food is energy, right? And the healthy food that you put into your body, that's going to give you high energy. It's going to give you good, clean energy. But pizza and the shit and Coke and soda and the crap that they were eating just made them feel extremely sluggish afterwards. So I'm the one buzzing around. And this is the main point, is I said no to what does not serve me, and I ate what will serve me, right? So you have to learn to say no. That's relentless persistence, saying no to what does not serve you. Now, despite like the emotion or drama or failure or uncertainty, if you can manage yourself and be in complete control of yourself, you can help manage other people and kick your kids into a good management group and even your husband, right? So like despite like people making fun of you, despite the drama that you're going to face. Like, I lost so many people, like so many friends when I first started my journey. And despite the failure or uncertainty that you may experience moving forward, if you can manage yourself and be in complete control of yourself, like they say, you're going to put the face mask on you first if the plane's going to go down, and then you help somebody else. This is the same fucking thing. If you can help yourself, you can manage other people, and you can then kick your kids into a good management groove, and you can even help your husband moving forward. You have to be the role model, because when others see your success, they will ask for your help. So understand that no one in this world does things perfectly all the time, guys. I don't mean that you have to do this every single day perfectly, but the more consistent that you guys can get at doing this, and the more that the more that you do for yourself than you did the day before, that's how you're going to get better at this, right? But the people that do these things closest all of the time, they're the ones who win. That's what I want you guys to learn. Like, you guys are here to win. So you have to show up for yourself on a consistent basis every single day and do better than what you did the day before and what you did the week before and what you did the month before, right? Because, guys, there's two types of people in this world. There's people who make excuses, and there's people who make it happen. People who make excuses, they get nothing. And people who make it happen, they get everything. So every single day moving forward, today, every single day moving forward, ask yourself, which are you going to be today? And then ask yourself that every single day and every single morning to get your day started. All right, so that was the last one, relentless persistence. So we did resisting impulses, right? So like becoming aware of an impulse that you're getting and embrace the resistance and recognize that those actions that you're about to make do not serve you. So chocolate, you walk into the kitchen in the middle at nighttime when your cravings are probably spiked ridiculously, and you resist that impulse to put your hand in the M&M jar. Then the second one was love of pain, right? Use the gym as your sanctuary. Any stress that you had during the day, any stress that you have at work, any stress you have at home, any stress in any kind of life, like just use that pain to push yourself through and see the light of that pain, see the love of your struggles. Because when you see the love and you see the light, you're going to realize that these struggles that you're dealing with are so small, so small. And then third one was sleep. Sleep is self-discipline. You have to get regulated with your sleep, or else all of these chemicals inside of your body are just going to be all whacked out, and you're going to wreak havoc. Your melatonin is going to spike at wrong times. Your dopamine is going to spike at wrong times. It's going to cause more cortisol to rise in your body. You're just going to feel totally stressed out. And then the fourth one was gratitude. Being grateful for where you are right now. Don't look out into the future. Don't cause more fear and anxiety. Don't question where you guys are right now and where you guys feel like you're not where you should be. Be grateful for where you are right now and in the moment, because where you are is you're creating changes for yourself. You may not be able to see them every single day, but you're doing it. So practice that gratitude muscle with the exercise I told you guys. Write 5 things down in the morning to be grateful for. And then the last one was relentless persistence. Say no. Say no to what does not serve you and your goals. And when you say no, you welcome more opportunities into your world, which of what do serve you moving forward. All right? So I hope you guys absolutely love that topic. It's one of my favorites. It gets me fired up every single time talking to you guys about it. So practice those every single day. Make sure you write them down. Make sure you listen to this recording. And go into the Facebook group and let me know how you guys enjoyed this topic. Let me know what you guys thought. And also, I'm open to hear any other topics that you guys want me to talk about on these rally calls. So definitely leave those comments inside the group. All right, guys, have a kick-ass weekend. And I will see you guys for our Q&A on Wednesday. Bye, everyone.